Next on stage was Rory O'Keefe, another young white middle-class comedian. His cliched skinny jeans, checkered shirt and trendy festival wristbands were clearly designed to appeal to any students in the crowd, while some of the older members of the audience were obviously intimidated by his youthful good looks and beautiful hair. The elaborate device of pretending to read a review of himself was more pretentious and self-referential than it was funny. There were small titters of laughter, but that was mainly from people trying to prove to their friends that they understood the numerous levels of irony going on. You'd have thought that the gimmick would wear thin and become tedious after a while, but it never did. Even after 45 minutes. Still, Rory was a confident performer, even pausing briefly to take a sip of water mid-set. Dribbling this out of his mouth, he looked like a seal recovering from a stroke. So he decided to do the rest of his routine in a more conventional fashion, but not before the audience had given him a modest round of applause. Followed by a standing ovation. Fine. Alright, sorry about that. It's kind of a cold way to start a stand-up set. It creates a bit of tension in the room, I find. The tension I'm going to make worse, though, because I'm going to ask an awkward question, okay? Who here, in this room, used to be a virgin? That's right, thank you. I'll join you, because I have lost my virginity. I usually expect applause at that point, that's okay. I expected applause when I lost my virginity, but didn't come, so... Don't clap that. It's a very crude sexual pun that, not proud of it, but there will be a few crude bits, so I will warn you now. I don't want to appear offensive or sexist. I don't want to offend the women, particularly in the light of Andy Gray, as Alex said earlier. So we'll just check how many men and women are in the room. So if you're a man, can I get a hoo? Nice. If you're a woman, can I get a sandwich? Sorry. Very male laughter I always hear. Yeah, no, that's a joke. Okay, I'm not sexist. Some of my best friends are female. I'm not a sexist. People have said sexist things to me in the past, though. I was once walking along the street with my girlfriend, and my mate thought it'd be fine to just shout to me, "Oi, Rory, give her one for me." Oh, give her one for me. What does that even mean? Give her one for me. I mean, the people who say that really expect you to be there in bed with your partner, you know, indulging sinfully in the carnal act. I don't know if it's late enough for this particular material yet. You know, maybe you're plunging your vessel into her chamber of Venus, tickling her little Red Riding Hood, I don't know, establishing a smooth, sensual rhythm. People often groan when I do this. You know, you're kissing her passionately all over her body with an intense energy until pure ecstasy flows through both your veins and you reach one big, grand, glorious climax. And then you just lean over and whisper, "That one was for Dan." That little bit of material lasts about 23 seconds, which is pretty realistic. I'm going to play a song for you now, but we don't actually have a microphone stand. So I'm going to have to go like this. Is that alright? Yeah? Yeah. Alright, I'm going to do this now. No, alright, yeah. No, I should explain, yeah. I'm not blind on this side. Like, this is a stand, but this is too big to fit in this. And unfortunately, ladies, that's not something I say very often. Right, so I'm going to sing. I must warn you, I don't sing in a recognisable key or in tune. But it's not through lack of talent, it's sort of an ironic comment on the pop music industry. Bear with me. And it's a song about heartbreak. Why did you leave me? It makes me sad to think of all the times that we could have had. How could I have known you'd leave me all alone? You walked out my door, now I've got no one anymore. You used to visit every day, now you've just gone away. Won't you come back please? Come back to Sainsbury's. Don't forget about Sainsbury's. Don't forget about me. I'm still the same old supermarket that I used to be. Yeah, turn the lights up, yeah. How could you be so fickle? How could you be so mean? I've even updated with a self-service machine. I can change, I can give you the right change. Taste the difference, taste the pain. All the locals, they don't give a damn. All the freshers don't even know who I am. How can Tesco have a better price? I swear the stuff in my stock is twice as nice. And can the price really be much lower? I bet the queues probably move slower. Because in a contest of who had the shortest queues, Tesco would definitely lose, because I've got the no juice blues. But if I could choose, I'd sell children booze just to get them in my shop. Although, ethically speaking, probably not. Please don't go to Tesco, no, no. Please don't go to Tesco, oh, 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 oh. It's getting really hard to see you using your club card. Whatever happened to the sweet, sweet nectar? I feel pretty shite when I see you using blue and white plastic bags. You fickle slags. Remember the orange? Could have had so much fun. I could have given you an extra 2 for 1. I've got low self-esteem, it's a pun. Don't forget about Sainsbury's as they fire another employee. There's one thing that I've got to know, is it really that much better at Tesco? Does he satisfy your needs? Is it because he's bigger than me? Oh, it is because he's bigger, more range. Oh, okay, fair enough. Thank you. That's a song about heartbreak, and the reason I wrote it is because I actually recently broke up with the said girlfriend from the Give Her One For Me joke, which you might remember. I did, yeah, I went through a breakup, so it's quite hard. It's kind of tough loss to deal with. It's kind of like losing like a stone or 2 stone of weight, in that it's probably for the best. And you know, you do miss it, and it did make me feel warm inside. But there is such a thing as being too fat, and she was, so she had to go. I can tell by that reaction you think I'm a horrible person, that's a lot of reason to leave someone, but she really was, I mean, she was quite, she put on a lot of weight, you know, I don't want to seem like a bad guy, like, I would go to hug her, right, and I'd try to put my arms around her, I'd hear her eating over my shoulder. No, that's actually a joke. She was a size 6, very beautiful, pretty, thin lady. Yeah, that's not why we broke up, actually. I'll explain why we broke up through the use of a graph now. Can you all, actually, has anyone here recently broken up with someone? Anyone? No? Has anyone ever been through a breakup? All right, okay, yeah, come on stage, come on. Let's do this. What's your name, sorry? Lucy. What was his name? Or her name? Charlie. Why did it end?
Because he was going to university and I was going to Spain.
You were, okay, Spain, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, could you just hold this graph? Yeah, obviously it's sort of torn apart by distance there. This is a bit different. You see there's the x-axis? Maybe a bit more like that. Yeah, you go, don't worry. You can see why he left, really. X-axis, Y-axis. That took me ages to learn. I'm an English student. Maybe out of the way for that. This is the relationship graph with ex-girlfriend and why she left me. And as you can see, I'll just plot out how it went. It was that. Cheating bitch there. Not you, just don't... Oh, yeah, okay. Thank you very much, Lucy. Round of applause for Lucy. But she didn't actually cheat, actually. That's a lie, that's a joke. She was actually a very loyal, loving, caring, beautiful, thin lady. And the most depressing thing about it is that's apple juice. I'll explain to you now why we did break up through the medium of another song, so bear with me.
And this is the real reason. I'll give you a whole narrative of how it went, what happened. Okay. It's also apple juice with a bit of ginger beer, that's why it's a bit... sorry. We always seem to get along, and when you're away it feels so wrong. I think about you night and day, and I love you in every single way. Whenever I find we're apart, it twists and tears and breaks my heart. You are the... oh, fuck! Are the only girl when you're around, I feel so free. But there's just one thing that's really bugging me, and it's starting to be a bit of a problem, you see. It's that you quote Harry Potter when you orgasm. I say stupefy your muscles, they spasm. Whenever you are horny you say, Rory, won't you please me? But then when I do you just scream out, Ron Weasley. I like to put my wand into your chamber of secrets, by which I mean I'm slithering into your Hufflepuff. I like JK rolling around, but recently it seems to me that I have found that I don't like it when to get me hard. You flick your wrists and say the Guardian Leviosa. Courtesy your precious I'm around, you've shown them. But then when I reach climax you scream expecto patronum. You quote Harry Potter during that hurts more, especially when I dress up as Dumbledore. Never seem to find cunnilingus arousing. You'd much prefer it if I did you with a Nimbus 2000. You quote Harry Potter during La Petite Voldemort. I really don't think I can take it anymore. You always make me play sexual games of Quidditch. You make me put my broomstick in your golden snitch. Sorry. I thought it was a problem, so we went to therapy. But to get you there I had to say that it was herbology. And the therapist said there was nothing she could do. So I said I'm gonna have to see other muggles than you. You said I was being hypocritical. I said that kind of sums up the problem, that's pretty typical. You don't realise, but you quote Harry Potter. She said no I don't, so I motherfucking shot her. Now she's dead.
That's also a joke. She's not dead, and she never orgasmed. So.